Welcome to Creating Disney Magic with Lee Cockerell. Lessons in leadership, management, and customer service. You can create magic too. I'm your host, Jody Mayberry, and I'm here with Lee Cockerell. Lee's in Orlando. I'm at home in Washington State. Lee, how is it going in Orlando?
Well, it's all good. Get my grandson's going to get married on Saturday, and I looked at the weather. It's supposed to be 24 degrees, so I'm going like, where do I live? Chicago? No, Florida, the Sunshine State, and they're even forecasting some snow flurries north of Orlando. So I'm kind of confused, but we'll get there. We'll do the wedding, and I guess when you're in love, he'll be very warm. So,
is this
of course,
is this an indoor or an outdoor wedding?
this is an indoor. And by the way,
Oh,
you say that they were thinking about an outdoor. Oh my God. Which of course you got to already have backup ready in case that happens. But yeah, it's
oh,
going to be fun. Everybody's rolling in. I'm going to have to change a lot of sheets on the beds around here. So
yeah, yeah, you will. Yeah, well, I will say if you are heading to Orlando, you're probably not going to Lee's grandson's wedding. But if you're going to go to Disney or any of the great parks down there, call our friends at Magical Vacation Planner. You can reach them at 407-442-2694. Let them know that Lee Cockerell sent you. All right, Lee, I have a interesting question here. This is one of those where I read it and I'm like, okay, I know where Lee's going to go with this, but somebody asked and we have to bring it up. This person said the biggest issue I'm dealing with on the team that I supervise is staff who are content to do the bare minimum to simply meet customer expectations and not take the initiative or be motivated to try to exceed customer expectations. So they just said that's what they're dealing with. Didn't really ask a question, but what do you do when you inherit a team and that's what they're like? No initiative, just if a customer asks, I'll take care of it, but no initiative to do anything beyond that.
I was like that when I was 15 and my mother fixed it. So I think, that would be the leader's fault. Either you've hired the wrong people, same old story. You haven't hired them, you haven't been clear with them, and they don't understand your expectations, and either you're not training them or you're not enforcing the training and you're not holding them accountable. I mean, this could be the shortest podcast in life ever. It's always that. It's as I often say these days, 99% of your problems are your fault. So if you're the manager of this group, I would first sit down with them either one on one or as a group, and just tell them, listen, guys, this is not working. We've got to be more productive. We've got to be quicker. I've got to get more work done. We're in a time now, and the economy's tough. Expectations for the future is tough. We've all got to gear up. Everybody's going to have to move up, and you're going to get more responsibility, and you're going to have to be able to do it, or we're going to have to do something else because we can't get more people. We're already in a bind with the economy and the costs and labor and all the competition going on in the world. So, and I might say, hey, maybe it's my fault. I haven't been clear enough about I need you to work at a higher level, a faster level, and a more competent level. And so let's all get together. So I'll take half the blame, and maybe I'll take all the blame. But here's where we need to go. Here's the new roadmap of what I need you to do, how much I need you to do, or added responsibilities you need to take on, attitudes you need to improve, and reliability. So let's everybody get with it, and let's start this whatever date as a new day. We'll all forget what's happened in the past, and we'll all love each other as long as we go out there and get better faster because the competition's out there looking for ways to take our business. And it's a rough world these days. International competition, internet competition, competition from every point of view. And we can't afford to lose any customers. They're hard enough to come by in the first place, and we got to be so good they won't even think about leaving. We always talk about magic. Magic's when you're so good nobody can figure out how you do it. And the way you do it is with the right people, with the right attitude, with the right reliability, and always wanting to get better. So maybe they just need a little mother boost of clarity.
I've heard you say before, Lee, that it's not a leader's responsibility to motivate employees because you should be hiring motivated people, but it is a leader's job to inspire your team. So, talk in this situation, talk about the difference between motivating them and inspiring them.
Well, I think if I was talking to this group, my inspiration piece might be, listen, guys, you may not like what you're hearing from me. You may think I'm being too tough. Maybe I've let it go too long. But this is for you. This is going to enhance your career. You're going to learn new skills, new ways to work, to be more reliable, to have a better reputation. And down the road, 20 years from now, you're going to look back and thank me for moving up your work ethic and your understanding of what was expected. Obviously it must have been me. I didn't set clear enough expectations, or else I didn't hold you accountable. So, the truth and reality conversation like that often inspires people. So, oh, okay, and then tell them in there what we're going to do, how the business is going to go, tell each person what they have to do to get promoted, to make more money, skills they need to be learned. You ought to be learning AI right now. You ought to be taking a course. You ought to be self-training. You ought to be getting knowledge yourself, reading, and because most of your life you're going to spend at work. And so, if you want to have a good life, you need to have a good job. And people always complain about their job. I said, if you think you're not happy with your job, wait till you don't have a job. Then you'll really be unhappy. And it's just a matter of being reality. A lot of kids have never been held accountable. They don't understand that working at a higher level. A lot of them don't like business. They don't like corporations. They don't like companies. They don't trust leadership. And I see it with my own grandson. He's great. And I look back, they always had jobs. They had to work from the time they were 16. They had chores at home. He went off to France and went to school for 4 years. And he interviewed. He went over there. They love him. And he's worked 8 days straight last week. This is like, he's happy. He said, I love my job. They love me. And he can already see the future. And his goal is to make more money so he can have a better life. So, it's just a good conversation about reality is really important. Maybe these employees think it's just going to get easier and easier and they don't have to do anything. And I said, everybody loves you till the big boss says, okay, guys, we've got to cut costs 50%. Then somebody's going to get laid off. Somebody's going to get fired. So don't get in that situation. Be so good the customers just keep coming, and they would never think about going anywhere else. And repeat business is the name of the game. And the reason people come back to you is because of your people and your reliability, and you do your job, and you do what you say you're going to do, and they tell other people, and that's how. I heard an interview by Bill Merritt this morning. His CFO asked him, Bill, we often talk about your strategy. He said, yeah, my MBA friends. I'll be talking to them, they said they're talking about strategy. And he said, what are you talking about? What is that? And he said, when they finished, they said, well, Bill, what's your strategy? He said, my strategy is one word, more. More knowledge, more operations, more opportunities. The more hotels we have, the more opportunities we'll have for our teams, the better job we have, the more customers we'll have, more. Always more. How can we do more? How can we do a better job? How can we do more for the customer? How can we do more for the employees? More. And I thought, bingo. And of course, the Marriott customers love them. And it's because of that. Everybody wakes up in the morning, and now they have 12,000 hotels around the world. And they had 32 when I worked for them. And when I started and when I left, they had 900, and now they have 12,000 and more. So they focused on more. And so it's true. If there's 12,000 hotels, there's more opportunities. More people can be a general manager. More people can get into marketing. More people can live internationally. More people can live in New York. Wherever you want to go, there's a Marriott on every corner. So it's an interesting strategy. And somehow, I guess we've been doing that by accident, or maybe you've been driving this, that we keep doing more. We started out, we had the books, then we had the website, and then we had this podcast, and then we started the Main Street Leader, and then we started, and we keep, and yeah, it's like a buffet. You can go back for more.
Yeah, and it is. It's a way for us to just serve more people. The more products we have, the different avenues in which we deliver it, it's just a way to continue to serve more people. I like that strategy.
Yeah, pretty interesting actually when you think about it. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So one other thing I want to bring up, quite often, not every issue, but most issues of the Main Street Leader, you bring up pre-shift meetings, what to do in them, what they're for. You should always do them. What role would pre-shift meetings play in inspiring an unmotivated staff?
I think the opportunity price shift means you bring that up. I have a client that he really thinks this is one of the most important things his organization does in every operation he runs is they have a pre-shift meeting because he heard me talk about it. He saw we do it at Disney, and he wrote me the other day and said that he talked to the manager of one of his places that runs 4 or 5 operations, and he asked, how are the pre-shift meetings going? And she said, well, we haven't had them for a while. And he said, I can tell. Look at the sales. And he said,
Wow.
I want those every day. And she started doing them again, and he shipped me the graph. The mornings they had them, sales went up. I mean, it was unbelievable to react because you had the time to educate, inform, train, recognize, appreciate, ask any questions, make people feel part of the team because you're all together in the huddle before the game starts in the morning and you're feeling good and the manager's the coach and getting everybody ready, and then we go, okay guys, let's get out there, open the door, let them in. You get that boost of adrenaline that you're not in some place you came into work, you haven't seen the manager, you don't know what's going on, the door's not unlocked yet, who's got the key. I mean, it's like so it's the pregame ceremony, if you will, getting everybody ready to go because next 8 hours is going to be busy. People are going to be rolling in here, and we're going to make sure they never want to go anywhere else but here. And anybody got questions? Anybody not know something? Anything you need? You got everything you need? Your supplies? Are we ready to go? Okay, guys, let's break and go. The game is beginning. And I think that whole concept, and anybody, people call them different things, huddles, pre-shift meetings, whatever. And a lot of companies do them, and a lot of companies ought to be doing them because they would see immediate results. At least the employees would see their manager face to face, where they talk about business, which is a big part of your life. I mean, your business and your income is pretty much focuses on how well your life turns out. So either you can have a hamburger, or you can have a steak. If you depends what kind of job you're doing. So yeah, it's a great little concept that we ought to do. And yeah, mothers had them every morning. They talked to their kids before the kids went to school.
Yeah.
You doing okay? Anything you need? Anything bothering you? You know, it's just a good, solid psychological thing that makes a difference. Paying attention to each other, and we're all in this together. That's what it says. Yeah,
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 that's great, Lee. And the Main Street Leader talks about pre-shift meetings all the time. It'll remind you to do them. It'll give you ideas on what to do in pre-shift meetings. You can find out more about the Main Street Leader at mainstreetleader.com. And every Main Street Leader and everything else is at cockerellstore.com. Every product we have is there. The books, the courses, Main Street Leader, free resources, all at cockerellstore.com. If you have a question or a topic you would like Lee to cover on an episode, reach out to either one of us. You can get Lee at leecockerell.com. I'm at jodymayberry.com. Until next week, go out and create magic for others.